That's a lot of fabric. Can I do it? I hope so. Hey peeps, welcome to another video. Today it is my July fabric haul and sewing plans. I have a giant pile next to me. When do I never not have a giant pile of fabric next to me? So earlier this year I did the Leaf collection video which showed you all of my Leafy fabrics in great detail. I fully intended to have started that collection around April and have totally finished it by the end of June, and I only started it on the 7th of June. Cobra Corsage took a little longer than expected, but never mind. I am still working my way through my leaves. There is this much left. I have got a big chunk in front of me here and I have been working my way through some of it already. So all of the knit projects are complete. Well, all of the patterned knit projects are complete and I love them. And I'm working my way through the colourful fabrics first. And when I did this haul video, I had very loose plans for a lot of the fabrics. It was kind of like I have this one, I like it, this is what I think I'm going to do with it. I have solidified those plans a lot more. I have some of my Make 9 to try and work into the mix, so I thought I would do a smaller what I'm planning on working on in July video to show you guys, fingers crossed, what I'll be getting up to for the next couple of weeks. I've also got a Lady McElroy project that's going to need to be made this month, but it's a super secret fabric that I won't be able to reveal until the Festival of Quilts, so I've got to bear in mind that that needs to get made at some point too. Fun times. Anyway, let's start with the top of the pile. This is not in any particular order. Hopefully I have some interesting pattern choices in here for you guys. You'll have to let me know what you think. So I have been banging on for the longest time about Pirate Capsule Collection, my 70s Pirate Capsule Collection, and I haven't really made a lot of 70s style tops as yet, and I would like to rectify that with this viscose voile in the emerald colour that I got from the Fabric Room. I have 3 meters of this and I want to make this grasser pattern with it. They are giant sleeves. They are super giant sleeves. This is a super lightweight fabric. I think it's going to look awesome with those giant sleeves. I think that the lighter the fabric, the kind of more blues on I personally like my tops to be, or the more blues on my tops are, the lighter I'd prefer the fabric to be. It's a really pretty pigeon, but it's giant right outside the door and it's staring at me. Jurassic pigeons are back. I might get distracted. God, that's huge. That's like a roast chicken huge. Sorry. Anyway, yes. I can't even remember where I was. Yes, so this grasser pattern, I've had it for a while. I've had it printed. I really love the red version that they have on their website. I think that this will make an awesome version of that. I love this colour so much. Yes, it's a solid because I want to double check and see if I like this style. It's slightly outside of my comfort zone being as blouse on as it is, but I think it's going to look awesome in this particular colourway, and fingers crossed this will go with a lot of the other pieces that I would like to make. We shall see. Last month's Patreon vote was for the patterns that I should make next, my Deer and Doe Make 9 patterns. All of these need to be made. They're all in my Make 9, which if you're interested in, you can have a look up there. I have made 3 so far. I've made a 4th Deer and Doe pattern, but it's one that I made previously. These are going to be the next 3 that I make. So the first one that will get made is the Orchid dress that was voted for by the Patreon peeps. I've been trying to work out what fabric I wanted to do this with. It says it wants a batiste, cotton voile, Swiss dot or eyelet. I think with all the gathers in there that I am going to want this to be a nice and lightweight floaty fabric, so I'm going to do it in a viscose and it needs to be fully lined as well. So I have dug out this viscose from my stash. Now this is definitely not Leafy, but it is really pretty. I have about 7 meters of this and I got it from the Textile Centre and I got it in their sale. I think it was £3 per meter and I bought it as wearable muslin fodder. It is very pretty though, and in person it kind of grew on me and I really like it. So I am going to use it to make the Orchid dress. I'm going to make a calico toile up first because I'm not 100% sure what block Deer and Doe draft from, but the last 3 patterns I had to add different amounts of length to the torso on each one. So I'm going to make a calico version of the bodice just to check the fit. It's going to look terrible because of the gathers in calico, it's not going to look great, but it'll give me an idea of the length of the torso, which is important to me. Once I've done that one, I'm going to make it up in this, and I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. I, as I say, really like this fabric. It's nice and light and floaty. It is very sheer, but this dress needs to be fully lined, so I'm going to order myself some fabric from the fabric room, 20 meters of viscose to line this with. And white viscose, basically I have it in my stash as a lining for lots and lots of light fabrics. The last time I ordered 10 meters and went through it in about 3 dresses. So I'm going to order 20 this time because I make a lot of dresses. But this is the fabric I'm going to use. Really pretty floral with blue, orange, yellow, white and black in it. Or is that a dark green? It's kind of a muted black for the little leaves, but yeah, very pretty. I think it's going to make a nice dress. In fact, I think it's going to make such a nice dress, I'm going to use it for the Forget-Me-Not pattern as well, the myosotis. And this one is actually the 3rd pattern that the Peeps voted for. It's going to be Licorice, will be the 2nd one, but I've got a different fabric for that. But again, I have 7 meters of this, and the myosotis takes 3 meters of fabric, so, and the Orchid takes 3.3 meters of fabric. So I'm going to have enough to do both of them. I don't mind that I'm going to have 2 dresses in the same fabric, 2 different styles. I am not 100% sure that I'm going to love this one on me, but I want to try it because I've seen it on so many people and I love it on them. I want to give it a go. I will be making tweaks to this to make it work for me. The pattern suggests that I make a size 44, which is got a lot. It's got 5.5 inches of ease in it, so I'm going to make a 40, which will have 2.5 inches of wearing ease in it. So I'm going to ignore the recommended ease wearing design ease chart that this pattern recommends, and I'm going to go for something much more fitted because that's my preference. It's going to be an experiment. It's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to like it. If not, I'm going to have the Orchid dress in this fabric, which, just looking at this, I know I'm going to like this one. This one is definitely an experiment for me, but that's why I'm going to use the same fabric to make both dresses. I think it's going to be an interesting experiment. And then the final one that the Patreon peeps voted for was the Licorice dress, the Licorice dress, which is the 2nd one that they would like to see me make this month. I'm going to be doing this view with the little tie front on it, and I'm going to use this fabric that I got from Spotlight and the very lovely Claire smuggled over for me a good couple of years ago now. Well, probably 3 years ago now. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have 3 meters of this, and the pattern calls for 2.8 meters, although the skirt is a lot shorter than I like, so I'm going to lengthen the skirt or add a flounce to the bottom of it. I am also going to do the front necktie and the little sleeve doodads in a solid black viscose. I think that's going to look really, really effective against this really vibrant print. As I say, I bought 3 meters of this because my initial thought is always 3 meters of viscose for an Eve dress, but the direction that this print runs is up and down, and it would look really weird because I cut my Eve dresses on the cross grain because of the length of the skirt that I like. So I think that this is going to look awesome as the Licorice dress, but again, I am going to make a calico toile out of it just to double check, because I really don't want to fluff this one up because it's gorgeous and I don't think I can get any more of it. Hence toile first, precious fabric later. And if I manage to get that done, I will be 6 down and 3 to go on my Deer and Doe Make 9 plans, which is awesome. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be in that order. Next up, I have my emerald green stretch denim. I love this fabric. I absolutely love this fabric. I have 3 meters of it. It would be so easy to turn this into a skirt. In fact, the same skirt that I'm wearing, the 1743 skirt. It'd be really easy to turn it into that one, but I have it in blue, black, muted green, and then 2 prints. I have a lot of this skirt and I would like to try something different. I think I am going to attempt some trousers. I think. I'm not sure which ones yet. Beforehand I was like completely like, yeah, Lander pants, the True Bias Lander pants, in this could look amazing, but I don't know if I can get any more of this denim. I'm sure I could probably find like this coloured denim somewhere. I have some here. This is the cedar green Cossel denim from Lady McElroy, and they still have that in stock, and it has the same amount of stretch that this does. So I might, and I've made a skirt and I've made a Sorrento jacket out of that fabric, and I bought some more in the 50% off remnant sale that they had just after Christmas, and I bought it for 3 meters to make trousers with. So I think what I'm going to do is get this one out. I'm going to use this as my wearable muslin fodder, because the trouble with jeans or those kinds of trousers is you really need to make them in an identical fabric to the one that you're going to use for your final garment, because the stretch content can really affect the way that they fit. I was going to be just like, yeah, let's just cut into this one and give it a try and then buy more if I have to, because it's a plain, but it's such a pretty colour and I really don't want to fluff it up. So I'm going to make a pair of trousers out of these. I know I've kept saying that I want to lose more weight, but I have plateaued at the weight that I'm currently at, and I am not sure that I'm going to lose any more. So you know what? I want some trousers now. So I'm going to make trousers out of this one, wearable muslin fodder. Can get more of this if I need it. If they go horribly wrong, hopefully they won't. And then if they go nice, I'm going to make trousers out of this one. Lots of solids this month. Got another solid for you here. This is a viscose linen blend from Lady McElroy in this kind of khaki browny green colour, and it's a really nice fabric. It's not the softest thing I've ever felt next to my skin, so I have a feeling that I might end up lining this dress, because I want to use this to try this dress. This is the McCall's 7623 shirt dress. I want to make this version that the lady's wearing here, although I am going to even out the hem of this so it's a circle skirt rather than a hanky hem. I'm not a fan of hanky hems, but I will be keeping the yoke detail in there, which is what is going to make this a different shirt dress for me. I have a good feeling about this one. It's a cup-sized one. It's got a fitted back with darts in it rather than the McCall's 6696 weird back that has like too much gathers in it and poof. So yeah, I've got a good feeling about this one, and I want to use this fabric to try and recreate something like this Zimmermann dress. This obviously is pink, but it's a pink linen. It has breast pockets, which this one doesn't have, but I have plenty of patterns that have that particular feature in there, so I can steal those from them. The pink dress also has really nice kind of tabs for the button loops, which I also will need to steal from somewhere. The Dirando Les-on trench coat has that for the back button tab, which is I think what I'm going to use. I think this could be a really nice combination. I'm going to use coconut shell buttons down the front. I will make it short sleeved. I'm not usually a fan. I might make it sleeveless, and especially given the fact that I'm thinking about fully lining it, just because this is a little rough next to the skin on my arm. We all know how super sensitive I am. So yeah, I think this one will need to be fully lined with a white cotton lawn, which will mean that I could make it sleeveless if I wanted to. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to trying this pattern with this fabric and trying to recreate the Zimmermann look, because I just absolutely adore that dress as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how I feel about the fitted yoke over my hips. Yeah, we'll see. It's an experiment. Then we are into my pile of colourful fabrics. The very first one, the plans I have for this and have not changed since the Leafy fabric haul, so I'll go over this one really quickly. This is a viscose linen that I got from the Textile Centre. I have 5 meters of it. I am going to make a sew over it Eve dress with 3 meters of it, and then the remainder I'm going to use to do my wearable muslin for the Dirando Melilo shirt. I have not made one of these before, but I have tried Mum's on and I do like it, and I'm thinking that because I love this fabric, but because I'm going to have an Eve dress in it, I think that the remainder will be a great wearable muslin piece, because if it doesn't work out quite how I wanted, I still have a dress in this fabric, which will be great. And if it does work out how I wanted, it's going to look lovely with some of the other pieces that I'm going to be making this month. Hopefully the jeans, and also other pieces that I've made previously. So that's the plan for that one. There's a lot of new patterns this month. One tried and true so far. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Next up, Again, plan hasn't changed for this one. This is the cotton sateen banana leaf print that I got from Spotlight. I am going to make the Megan Nielsen Matilda dress out of it. Somebody has done it in the green colourway and it looks awesome, so I know I'm going to like it. Actually, these have the pockets on that I might need to steal for the Zimmermann inspired dress, so that's awesome. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one comes out. My border print, the plans for this one haven't changed either. Sorry, but it's going to be a by hand London and a top with a pair of trousers on the bottom, with the print going down one side and solid down the other. I will need some lining fabric for this one, and it will need to be a slippery lining fabric. I think I might have enough up there for the trousers, I think, but if not, I shall order some more of the viscose acetate from Lady McElroy because I really like how that feels and how that sews as well. So yes, a trouser jumpsuit in this one with a by hand London and a bodice. So that's tried and true, so it's 2 tried and trues. The fabric that the very lovely Matilda sent me, I absolutely love these colourful leaves with the little parrots on it. I really want to make a 3/4 button up skirt, and again coconut shell buttons, and I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough to make a little cropped tie front shirt to match with it, so it kind of looks like a dress, but they can be worn as separate, so I think that's going to be really, really cool. And I think we'll kind of go with some of the like denims that I'm hoping to use as well. So yeah, looking forward to that one being done. And then the final one is another emerald green. I've got 4 meters of this viscose jersey. I want to make a wanted tee. I want to try my second try at the DP Studios drape top. I think they call it the batwing top now. I followed their recommendations for the size that they said I should make, and it came out way too big for me in red. I love the colour of it, but it is just too big for me. I think it needs to be more fitted for my preference. So I'm going to retrace the pattern, and as I said, I've got 4 meters of this, and this takes a whole 2 meters, so I've got enough in here to make 2 other tops, one of which will be the wanted tee and probably the sew over it cow neck tee for the last little meter. So I'll have 4 t-shirts out of this, which again are going to work really well with all of the prints that I have here. So that's the plan. That is a lot of plans. I also have behind you 3 projects that are cut out, 2 shirts and a dress, but I'm going to hopefully get those finished this weekend. That's the plan. We shall see. But yeah, that is a giant pile of fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new to me, well no, 8 new to me patterns because the trousers as well. So it's going to be an experimental month. Having said all this, I'm not sure if I'm going to get all of it done in July. I really would like to. That is the aim. I think if I work hard, it's possible. Yeah, we shall see. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you're looking forward to seeing made up. I think for me, the one that I am most excited and also dreading at the same time is the trousers. I think they could be awesome, they could be terrible. I'm really hoping for awesome because if I get another one where I get like terrible trousers, I'm just gonna not make them again for another whole year. I think it was about this time last year that I made the last pair, wasn't it? But they don't fit anymore. I mean, no, I don't want to make more of the Empire waist trousers. I want to try something different. I want something with a fly front. I want something with pockets. I want something that's fitted at the waist and then baggy all the way down. Not baggy, wide-legged all the way down. Going to be an experiment. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!